4 sleeping bags, I own 4. I have slept in one of them once 3 years ago. The other 3 I bought because the research demanded it. And I can tell you with complete confidence which one is right for you, because I have read every product spec sheet, cross-referenced the EN/ISO temperature rating standards, and I have held each of these bags while standing in a climate-controlled environment. Beta. The information is solid. The field hours are pending. Here is the problem nobody solves for you before you spend $300 on a sleeping bag. There are 2 fundamentally different insulation technologies, down and synthetic, and they are not interchangeable. Getting this wrong means a wet, cold, miserable night, or carrying 12 extra ounces for your entire trip for no reason. Either way, you lose. You have been standing in REI for 20 minutes holding 2 bags that feel basically identical. One costs $349, one costs $129. The tags tell you nothing useful. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which one to put back on the shelf, and why the wrong answer cost you on the trail, not in the store. We cross-referenced published EN/ISO temperature rating test results, manufacturer weight and packed size specs, and documented failure mode reports from both material categories. Every claim in this video traces to a source. If I say a number, that number has a reference. My evaluation criteria are 4. Warmth-to-weight ratio, performance when wet, longevity over years of use, and price per year of useful life. Those are the 4 things that matter on a backpacking trip. Everything else is marketing. Round 1, fill power, what the number actually means. Fill power, every down bag has a number. 550, 650, 800, 850. Most people have no idea what it means and manufacturers count on that. Fill power measures how many cubic inches 1 ounce of down will expand to fill when uncompressed. An 800 fill power down means 1 ounce expands to fill 800 cubic inches of loft. A 550 fill means 1 ounce fills 550 cubic inches. Higher fill power means the same warmth from less material, which means less weight. Here is what that means in practice. The Western Mountaineering Megalite 850 fill power, rated to 35 degrees F, weighs 1 pound 3 ounces and compresses to the size of a large grapefruit. The Kelty Cosmic 20 to 550 fill power, rated to 20 degrees F, weighs 2 pounds 2 ounces. You are carrying an extra pound all day to be 15 degrees warmer at night. That trade-off is worth understanding before you buy. The verdict on fill power: below 650 is entry-level, adequate for car camping. 650 to 750 is the backpacking sweet spot. 800 and above is for the weight-obsessed. Know which one you are. Round 2, temperature ratings, the number they don't explain. This is the part that gets people hurt, and I mean literally hypothermic. The EN/ISO temperature rating standard European norm 13537, adopted internationally, tests sleeping bags on a thermal mannequin under 3 conditions: comfort rating, lower limit rating, and extreme rating. The comfort temperature is for a standard woman, the lower limit is for a standard man. The extreme rating is survival only. Do not sleep at that temperature and expect to be comfortable or safe. Here is what manufacturers do. Many non-EN rated bags use self-reported ratings with no standardized test. A $89 bag claiming 20 degrees F on its label has not been tested against any standard. That number came from a marketing team. The rule is simple. Always buy a sleeping bag rated 10 to 15 degrees F colder than your expected low temperature. If it hits 32 degrees F on your trip, you want a bag rated to 15 degrees F. Not because you need a 15 degrees F bag, because the rating system has enough variance to make the conservative choice the smart one. Always verify whether your specific bag has an EN or ISO certification before you rely on the temperature number. Round 3, down vs synthetic when wet, the deciding factor. This is where the battle is actually decided. Everything else is secondary. Down insulates by trapping air in its loft structure. When down gets wet from rain, sweat, condensation, or river crossings, that loft collapses. A wet down bag can lose 80 to 90% of its insulating value. That is not a minor performance hit. That is a bag that becomes a cold, wet blanket. Synthetic insulation, polyester-based, either continuous fiber or short staple, retains 60 to 80% of its loft when wet. It is heavier and bulkier than down for the same warmth level, but it performs when everything else is working against you. The critical context: most down bags sold today use responsible down standard certified down, and many are treated with DWR or hydrophobic coating. Brands call it down tech, Nikwax hydrophobic down or similar. Hydrophobic down improves wet performance significantly, but it still does not match synthetic in sustained wet conditions. The coating helps for brief exposure. A 3-day rain trip is a different situation. Before the verdict, I built a full sleeping bag comparison matrix with temperature ratings, wet performance ratings, weight per dollar, and the exact products for every trip type. Free at gearmadesimple.com/kit, link in the description. Download it now so you don't have to take notes. Round 4, the products 5 bags, 1 clear bracket. The Kelty Cosmic $20 to $149, down 550 fill power. The Kelty Cosmic 20 is the entry point for down. At $149, it is the cheapest EN-tested down bag in its class. 550 fill power, heavier than premium options, but the insulation is real goose down, and the EN 20 degrees F lower limit rating has been independently verified. Who it's for: first-time backpackers doing 3-season trips in dry climates who want down warmth without the premium price. Base camp campers, car campers who want a lightweight option for occasional overnights. Who should skip it? Anyone camping in the Pacific Northwest or Southeast, where humidity and rain are consistent. Anyone planning to backpack more than 10 trips per year. The 550 fill will degrade faster than 800 fill under heavy compression. At 2 pounds 2 ounces, it also adds noticeable weight over longer distances. The Marmot Trestles $15 to $129, synthetic. The Marmot Trestles 15 is the correct answer if you are camping in wet climates or under $150. Spira Fill continuous synthetic insulation, heavier than down at 3 pounds 4 ounces, but it will keep you warm when wet. It compresses and recovers reliably, and it is the cheapest way to get a 15 degrees F rated bag with a credible EN certification. Who it's for: Pacific Northwest, Southeast US, UK, Appalachian Trail 3-season backpackers. Anyone who will be in humid or rainy conditions. Anyone who wants the most reliable warmth for the least money, without caring about pack size. Who should skip it? Anyone with a weight restriction under 30 pounds total pack weight. Ultralight backpackers. Anyone who needs a bag that packs small enough for the bottom of a 45L pack. The Mountain Hardwear Bishop Pass $15 to $229, down 650 fill power. The Mountain Hardwear Bishop Pass 15 is the midpoint this guide exists to identify. 650 fill power, 1 pound 10 ounces, EN tested to 15 degrees F lower limit. Hydrophobic down treatment, standard across the Bishop Pass line as of 2026. Check current spec sheet to verify this is still included. At $229, this bag costs $100 more than the synthetic Trestles and $80 more than the Kelty. What you get: 1 pound 10 ounces versus 3 pounds 4 ounces versus 2 pounds 2 ounces. On a 5-day trip, you are carrying that weight difference every hour of every mile. Who it's for: 3-season backpackers in mixed conditions who want the warmth-to-weight advantage of down without paying Western mountaineering prices. The correct choice for 70% of viewers watching this video. Who should skip it? Anyone camping primarily in wet, sustained rain environments where down's weakness is repeatedly exposed. The REI Magma $15 to $349, down 800 fill power. The REI Magma 15 is the best value at the premium tier. 800 fill power, 1 pound 5 ounces, EN 15 degrees F lower limit, down tech hydrophobic treatment. At $349, it is REI's flagship 3-season down bag, and because it is an REI house brand, you get the REI lifetime satisfaction guarantee, which matters when you are spending this much on a bag. The Magma compresses to 6.5 by 8 inches stuffed. It fits in the top pocket of a 45L pack, and you still have room for a headlamp. That is the practical upside of 800 fill power that no spec sheet communicates. Who it's for: serious backpackers logging 15+ nights per year who will own and care for this bag for a decade. Anyone who has done the math: $349 over 10 years is $34.90 per year. The Marmot Trestles at $129 replaced every 3 to 4 years. Synthetic insulation degrades faster, costs more over the same period. Who should skip it? Anyone whose primary camping environment is wet. Anyone not ready to hand wash and properly store a down bag. Anyone under 20 nights of backpacking experience. Buy the Bishop Pass first and upgrade when you know what you need. The Western Mountaineering Megalite, $465, down 850 fill power. The Western Mountaineering Megalite is not for most people watching this video. 850 fill power, 1 pound 3 ounces, rated to 35 degrees F. It is a warm-weather ultralight bag. At $465, it is the most expensive bag on this table, and it is rated for the warmest conditions. That combination only makes sense if you are an ultralight backpacker doing high-mileage summer trips where every ounce is a decision. Western Mountaineering is a Santa Cruz manufacturer that has been building down bags since 1967. The quality is exceptional, the price is real, the use case is narrow. Who it's for: ultralight backpackers doing 15+ mile days in summer conditions who need the lightest possible sleep system. 3-season alpine climbers, people building a 12-pound base weight kit where every gram is negotiated. Who should skip it? Everyone else. By the REI Magma or the Bishop Pass, the Megalite is a specialist tool. The verdict: no hedging. Here is the honest verdict, broken down by who you actually are. You camp in dry climates and care about weight. Down is the correct choice. By 650 fill power minimum, the REI Magma 15 at $349 is the best value over a 10-year ownership period. The Mountain Hardwear Bishop Pass 15 at $229 is the correct first step if you want down without the premium outlay. Skip anything below 650 fill power if you are backpacking more than 5 nights per year. You camp in wet climates, Pacific Northwest, Southeast US, UK, Appalachian Trail, or you do not want to think about bag care, synthetic. The Marmot Trestles 15 at $129 does the job. It is heavier, it is bulkier, it works when wet. For humid, rain-probable environments, this is not a close call. You're under $150. Kelty Cosmic 20. Real down, EN-tested rating, lightest bag at that price. Buy it, use it carefully, and upgrade to the Magma 15 in 3 years when you know what your camping style actually is. You are an ultralight obsessive and summer is your season. Western Mountaineering Megalite. You already know this. I am not going to talk you out of it. The REI Magma 15 is currently $349. It has been at $349 for the last 2 years. REI does run sales. Anniversary sale in May and Black Friday are the two to watch. The link is in the description. 6 months from now, if you bought the right bag, you will not remember what you paid. If you bought the wrong one, you will remember the night you were cold. That covers down versus synthetic. But we have not addressed the other variable that determines whether any sleeping bag works, the sleeping pad beneath it. Our value: insulation from the ground up. That is the part of your sleep system that most people get wrong, and it's next. Subscribe and you will get the sleeping pad video the day it drops. Same format, same data, no hedging. If this saved you from a $200 mistake, the like button is right there. E&E call to action, 9:30 to 10:00. The complete sleeping bag comparison matrix, all 5 bags, all specs, plus the sleeping pad R value guide, is free at Gear